Martinez, and I'm the CEO and founder of a digital marketing agency based here in Dallas called Revolt. And since 2019, I've had the distinct honor and pleasure of leading the Hispanic Star Dallas hub here in the city. And I think over the course of our careers, whether you're at the very beginning or you're at the middle part, I think our focus shifts in terms of what we want to accomplish. And the evolution of my career, I found myself in late 2018, early 2019, thinking about what it is my purpose will be. You know, why am I here? What impact, what legacy am I going to leave in this world? And then I came across this movement, which I'll call Hurricane Claudia. And I heard her impassioned speech for this new organization that they were starting called the Hispanic Star. And its mission was to help change the narrative within the Latino community. And I found myself, I'm a bit of a workaholic and I knew I needed a break. So I decided to book a random trip to Switzerland to go find myself, which is a very millennial thing to do, I think. And so I found myself in Switzerland on a 2-week trip, solo trip, just sort of backpacking and, trying to translate the Switzerland signs on the ski slopes. And I found myself just scratching the surface of finding, my meaning and purpose. So after many days of journaling and many days of self-reflection, I get this random message from Andre. And Andre said, "Hey, Claudia just messaged me and she's trying to get a hold of you." And I'm like, what? What did I do? And she had extended an opportunity that was the answer and was a sign that I needed that would give me the alignment of where I find myself today. So she saw that I was in Switzerland and she extended an opportunity for me to be part of the first ever Hispanic delegation in Davos. And I, of course, said yes. I went to like Zurich or something and bought like a suit and bought shoes because I was just like in camping gear. And I found myself at, on the global stage being part of the first ever Hispanic delegation. And that was the sign that I needed. And I would then later come back from that incredible trip back to Dallas. And, some people drink the Kool-Aid. I chug it. And I found myself just throwing myself completely into this into this cause and into this initiative. And 2 years later, I've been fortunate to be part of some incredible projects here in Dallas, where we've distributed nearly $1 million in products and donations to the community. And many of the people that are here have had a hand in that. A gentleman right back there, Eric Flores, was intimately part of that, and so is Maria. And so I find myself here today wanting to speak to the importance of the Dallas region. And as the Hispanic Star hub leader, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance that the region plays. And of course, you had people talk a little bit about the population growth here in Dallas and how that's been a huge economic driver across the country. But there's another distinct thing that I think needs to be discussed, and that's the purchasing power that Hispanics in tech have. 2020 alone, Hispanics represented about $31.2 billion in purchasing power. And these numbers are a lot more pronounced considering the Hispanic Texans are helping drive the population growth. You've heard that in presentation after presentation. And not only are we seeing an increase in spending power and population growth, but our labor participation rate is among the highest of any demographic, representing a 70.9% labor participation rate. And I think as our business community continues to work through these global labor and supply chain challenges, it's important that we continue to push data-driven and policy-focused discussions regarding the economic contributions of Latinos in the area. And with the DFW area booming, as many of my colleagues up here have articulated, Latinos are on the forefront of that. And the data is abundantly clear, presentation after presentation, that We are a force to be reckoned with. And I think it's the brands that recognize this will be the brands that will remain competitive in the years to come. And I'm personally happy to represent Dallas with the support of my colleagues and organizations like the Dallas Regional Chamber and PepsiCo, and of course our host, Yum Brands, that recognize the importance that comes with investing in the Hispanic community. Because an investment in the Hispanic community is an investment in America.